Welcome to another episode of Do You Want to Hear Something Awful? I'm here with my guest, Tabitha. Yes.
Again.
Tabitha is back, and so you know it's another unscripted episode. Tabitha is whittling once again, as always, on our podcast. And today, in light of the new Jojo Siwa cruise for the very last day of Pride Month, as two lesbians in very happy marriages, it felt like our responsibility to discuss Jojo Siwa and the absolute train wreck of everything that she has done for lesbians.
I gotta say, I don't know much about Jojo. All I know is that I've been offended by her every time I see her. It's just, not even like personally offended, it's just offensive. The music especially. The song Karma, her being the inventor of gay pop. I don't know. Let's dive in. I want to know what JoJo's doing
gets worse.
now.
It gets worse. So this is where we are now. In June 2026, she had a fan cruise, an official fan cruise, in partnership with the Royal Caribbean aboard Utopia of the Seas to make it up to her diehard Siwanators following her tour cancellation.
Wow. Okay. And I assume you probably had to have a lot of money to go on this.
Ding, 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 ding. Jeez. You know what the crazy thing is? That the standard 3 nights Bahamas itinerary, if you were not on the side of the ship that had Jojo Siwa on it and her fans, was $400. Okay, so guess what the price markup was from the typical tickets for this cruise to the Jojo Siwa specific suite for the cruise.
I really don't want to hear how much people paid for this.
Just guess.
Oh, it's going to have to be several grand for a marked up cruise, right?
Yeah.
3,500.
Okay, that was really close, actually. So the biggest suite for the Jojo Siwa fan package was over 2,200.
Okay.
But if you wanted to get like the budget version, it's like 1,000 to 1,300.
Let's see, so it's a major markup then. Mm-hmm. She was on the ship with them. It was like a side of the ship. So there was, you're telling me there was a regular cruise going on, and then on a different side of that same ship, a Jojo Siwa-themed.
Yes.
I'd want my money back if I was on that regular cruise.
I would want my money back.
I would have no peace.
No. I would say, get me off this boat.
I would say, am I in hell?
So her fans paid like an extra $600 to $800 for basically 6 hours of JoJo-related activities across 3 days. So yes, the fan experience was limited to a small section of the ship. And normal cruise passengers who didn't pay for the package were aboard the same vessel, which again, I would be like so mad. I'd be like, give me my money back. I did not sign up to go on a cruise with Jojo Siwa.
No.
A lot of vloggers who attended this thing note that there was no JoJo-themed decorations or desserts or branding in the rooms at all. They just looked like the standard Royal Caribbean cruise, even though they were triple price marked up.
You were paying for her presence. Okay?
You were paying for her presence, you guys. How dare you complain about the accommodation?
I'd also be relieved if there was like no Jojo Siwa's like hello case on my bed.
They really wanted JoJo-themed decorations.
I mean, also they did pay for it.
They did pay,
so
but
JoJo, where's your pinata?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the pinata? So on top of the base ticket price, you could get add-ons. All right, so I'm going to talk you through some add-ons here. You could do $22 limited edition cruise bows.
Okay.
$42 beach towels, a $52 swag bag, $150 for a private 3-course dinner night with JoJo, which was limited to 14 people. So 14 times 150, I mean, that's a lot of money for one private. She's getting paid to eat a 3-course dinner with people. That is like insane. $250 for a beach party that standard passengers attended for free.
You gotta admit, the girl knows how to rob people.
She does. $350 for a 45-minute glitter photo experience. And a $525 Leave It to the Pros service where staff glues rhinestones onto an item you brought from home. And the big one is $1,250 for an exclusive pizza and movie night inside JoJo's private ultimate family suite with her.
Weird.
Very weird.
I wonder how nicely she actually treated them. Or was it kind of like, get the hell out of my room vibes?
Do you want to guess how many people she had on her van cruise? No. 200 to 250 people.
Okay, that's not a lot. That's not a lot.
That's a lot. Think about the amount of money they made off of that. It's like blows my mind.
Well, I guess it makes sense if it's like half a ship or something, but it's just I am surprised that there's 250
The
whole
markup,
people.
though. And the pool party that other people got to attend for free that they had to
free,
pay
yeah, they-
250 for is crazy to me. Apparently, there was a participant who said that when they went to the Build-A-Bow workshop, the activity moved so quickly, like they couldn't keep up with the rhinestone gluing time limit, and she had to take her bow home completely unfinished. But she paid so much money for it. Like, they paid so much money to be there.
Well,
You got to get your $1,100 to like $3,000 worth of Jojo Siwa time.
I mean, yeah, they paid a lot of
They
money.
paid a lot, especially when everybody else is going to the Bahamas for like $400. There's no decorations in the room at all to make you feel like you're one with Jojo.
Yeah,
You know?
what a shame. Ugh.
So, people had initially assumed the cruise would be packed with parents and their toddlers to see the kids icon, but actually the crowd was almost all adults.
I would assume that actually, though. Post, like, because this is already like post karma and stuff, right?
And it was adults who grew up watching JoJo on Dance Moms who were like literally there unironically, drinking and partying alongside JoJo and her mom.
Oh, her mom was on it
Her
too.
mom was on it too. Yes, that is correct. So fans brought a 7-foot cardboard cutout of Chris Hughes onto the boat.
Oh God.
The event was really a commercial masterpiece. I mean, I do agree with that it was a cringe. Like, the whole thing is just cringe. But when you think about it, she made a lot of money doing so little on that.
She did.
She got a 7-figure payout in 72 hours from doing that.
Jeez.
And all she did was go on a cruise.
I mean, that's pretty
And
impressive.
eat dinner with some people.
That's pretty impressive.
Imagine making 7 figures in 72 hours for going on a cruise and eating dinner with some people. That's like...
That's
It's really dystopian,
It
y'all.
is.
And you know, on this podcast, we cover dystopian. And to me, it is incredibly dystopian that somebody could make 7 figures in 72 hours by just eating dinner and going on a cruise.
And also, like, it's not like you're some, like, beloved, like, I just can't wrap my mind around it being Jojo Siwa. Like, I could see, like, maybe people paying for, like, I don't know, like an Obama cruise. You know, 250 people, but, like, it's Jojo Siwa.
I thought that we would go from the timeline of early JoJo to her first girlfriend and then all the way to the cruise. I'm just going to take you through the timeline here. JoJo was homeschooled and her mom bleached her hair from age 2.
That's a little young.
And she was working from age 9. And she said, JoJo herself says that by age 19, she possessed the mental space of a 29-year-old.
I mean, to be fair, not that I've seen the most mature behavior, but I feel like being a child star that young has to do something to your mental space. And I feel like...
I know. Well, did you know that she claimed her father was hit by a bus just to make a YouTube blog thumbnail more dramatic?
Wow. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
And that was obviously not the truth.
No, it was
I'm
fake.
assuming. Okay.
In February 2021, JoJo launched her relationship with her first girlfriend, Kylie Prue, on a trip to Disney World.
Okay. I remember kind of that era.
Do you?
I do
don't.
because I remember just seeing news about it. And I remember being like a little shocked because I just knew her from when I was working with a pediatric background. I know she was on like kids. I was working with toothbrushes and stuff. That's all I knew of JoJo. I knew she had a big bow. She had enough pull with the little ones to be a featured character on like grooming hygiene products. So
Wow.
that's why I was like, oh, she has a girlfriend, that person. And I was like,
The
oh,
girl on the
interesting.
toothbrush.
Yeah, the girl on the toothbrush with the big bow. Okay, cool. And then that was it.
Well, it's about to get a lot deeper than that. This girl on the
wait.
toothbrush has gone a long way off the deep end.
I want to know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so in January 2021, she came out by posting a TikTok video where she lip synced to Lady Gaga's Born This Way and wore a rainbow patterned hair bow, and that was it.
I guess it's either Born This Way or Same Love if you're going to be JoJo.
She went on the Jimmy Fallon show and was just like raving about Kylie. And then I guess they met on a cruise ship and vacationed at Disney World. Kylie and JoJo split in October of 2021, got back together in May 2022, and then broke up again in August 2022. And then Kylie, when they broke up for the last time, said that she would never, ever, ever subject herself to the Siwa brand again.
Wow.
And it was a nightmare.
That's some strong words.
Yeah. She stated that a high-profile public relationship under the Siwa brand was a nightmare she would never subject herself to again. So then we move on to her second public romance, where she dated TikTok star Avery Cyrus, also hard launching the relationship at Disney World in September of 2022, mind you. So she broke up with Kylie in August of 2022 and then got together with Avery in September of 2022 at Disney World, where she and her first girlfriend got together.
It's all about the Disney World, I guess. It's romantic. I don't think that sounds like the most romantic place.
No. But. So apparently when they got together, the people took the side of JoJo and did not like Avery because Avery had just broken up with her popular long-term girlfriend named Soph, and they were like quite popular together.
Okay.
I guess they were together for like 2 years, huh? A month later, she started dating Jojo Siwa.
Okay.
Their relationship was from September to December 2022, so 3 months. And there was a voice memo breakup.
I mean, I guess they seem pretty young at this time.
Yeah,
so
like how
I'll
old
keep that
was she?
in mind.
2022. She was like 19.
Yeah.
So that's like really young, to be fair. So JoJo broke up with Avery by sending a voice memo after dropping her off at the airport.
So after the airport drop off, I wonder if she played it cool, like, I'll see you next time, before sending the voice memo. She waited for her to be up in the air.
Must have. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this is where she talks about it.
I'm working on her computer, and then text messages pop up when she's downstairs. Turns out she sent more messages, something along the lines of, oh, I still have the thing you gave me when we first met. And the ex's response, keep in mind she had a girlfriend at the time, was the pet name that they used to call each other. And, oh, I still have that too, and I also have the ring that you gave me. So I went downstairs and I told her I saw them. She's like, I won't respond. Fast forward 3 days later, she dropped me off at the airport to go home. And as soon as I walked through my front door, she sends me a voice memo breaking up with me through voice memo. I was freaking distraught. I was not expecting it even a little bit. I ended up taking her back, and I was like, okay, maybe it's all just in my head. So I confronted her about it, and she was like, honestly, I think it's best that we just stay friends for the next time that we see each other, just to take the pressure off of our relationship. And then a couple days later, she gets caught hanging with her ex. Keep in mind, this is the same ex that her and her entire family would talk so badly about. So fast forward a couple weeks later, when we were supposed to be on the same work vacation together. And it was weird because it almost felt like nothing happened. We were touchy, we were cuddling, we were having sleepovers. And then we kissed, and then we cuddled. And the next morning I go to leave, and she's like, oh, you're just gonna leave? And then kisses me goodbye. And then she starts being weird again, and she's like, I don't want to do this whole friends with benefits thing. That was my final straw. I honestly just couldn't handle getting rejected another time.
Wow.
I mean, that's pretty
Now, do you
intense.
think this is because they're young or just because she's not? Like, I
mean, they are young. They're young.
But also, like, JoJo can't say that this is because she's young and say she has the mindset of a 29-year-old.
That's so true.
Oh my gosh, and I just love that JoJo was messaging her ex Kylie while they were at the Fletcher concert together.
Was it a Fletcher concert?
It was a Fletcher concert. That's horrible. Why would you ruin a good Fletcher concert with that drama? My goodness.
Making it, really, I guess, just a deep, broody, lesbian, true experience,
Avery has said that JoJo, like, constantly berated her. And that JoJo said she hated it when Avery sang in the shower, soft sang in the car, or sat too close to her while she was eating or working.
So she didn't like her, it sounds like.
Yeah. Avery notes her ex criticized her for playing with slime, fidget toys, or making Japanese candy kits. She was crying on their 1-month anniversary trip because JoJo was actively mocking her singing, and Avery got quiet and admits it was too much and she's being pushed over the edge, and JoJo replied, sounds fun, and kept making fun of her.
Oh my
until
gosh.
She was in tears.
That's kind of psychotic.
Isn't it horrible? At the same time, JoJo went viral because her mother filmed a video of her in a hotel where she screamed that Avery was using her for views and clout in her videos where she was talking about JoJo. Because people put 2 and 2 together. Like, Avery never said JoJo, but people were like, well, they figured it out. You know what I mean? But I don't think she was, like, running around, like, I didn't hear JoJo's name once in that. She wasn't like,
No.
So why did JoJo have her mom film a video of her?
Yeah.
That's just, that just feels like her whole brand.
Yeah.
My mom filmed a video of me, except it went way too far.
Yeah.
It was, like, times 20,000. They just made a whole corporate empire out of that concept. But anyways, JoJo said that Avery acted entirely different on and off camera, and then Avery made a video pushing back on this, saying that JoJo was the one begging to make things official, and saying that Avery didn't post her enough on social media. But the internet was very much on Avery's side.
I bet you Avery also doesn't want to be subjected to the corporate empire known as Siwa ever again.
No. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard of the comedian Ashley Gavin, but she has a podcast called We're Having Gay Sex.
Okay.
And JoJo went on it and described her romantic experiences at 19 feeling like an 8th grader because she did not have any of like the typical high school milestones. And she specifically said, she has this quote, that every sexual experience she's had has been in the total privacy of her own bedroom or a secured hotel room.
Okay.
But where else would that have taken place? Like, that's what I don't understand.
I mean, I guess I guess she's very specifically saying, I'm not having car sex.
On that podcast, she said that her relationships failed because JoJo was too powerful and business-minded for them to handle. She was too mature for them. And she said that because of the maturity gap, that she's so much more mature and that she feels like a 29-year-old at heart, okay? She said that her new type is strictly masculine and old. So the person has to be 25 or above.
And masculine.
Which
is an odd thing to put in there.
Yeah, because she says dating people her own age feels incompatible. But this was in 2023, so wasn't she like 21? Oh my God, she was 19 years old when she appeared on this podcast. So she's 19, and she's saying my new baseline is age 25 or above. And then she says, what else does she say? She said that her sex life is very psychologically complex, and she identifies as a switch. But she does say that she did ask a close friend for tips on how to successfully embody a dom-femme persona.
Okay, that's more than I ever wanted to know about Jojo Siwa.
I know. She said that command and control in the bedroom requires an intense psychological amping up that doesn't come naturally to her.
All right, still more than I ever thought I'd know.
Moving on. So she went to this podcast called the Call Her Daddy podcast.
I have heard of that podcast.
Yes, and she was talking about the toxic past relationship that fans immediately figured out was Avery Cyrus. And she said that JoJo received a disturbing, like, anonymous message that was, like, very traumatic for her. And then her security and legal teams discovered that Avery had been the one to send it. And now they were in a legal battle.
Oh, my God.
Now her legal team is telling her they can't do the back and forth social media shade anymore between her and Avery because it's become a legal thing. Which is insane.
That is insane.
How that escalated to a legal thing.
That is quick, isn't it?
Crazy to me.
Well, you do have new music coming in like a month. The album, I'm assuming, right?
I said nothing. This moment of making it very clear that we are going from child star to adult artist is very important to me. And I have wanted to take my time to make sure this moment is as perfect as possible. No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation.
The comments are really good. She went from a side ponytail
to a middle ponytail.
Absolutely groundbreaking.
Accurate.
She's also acting like a child in that video. So she still seems like a child star that's like under some delusion that they're... I feel like Britney and Miley were both edgier, more authentic changes.
Yeah, I agree. Now we are back to this timeline. So this is where, around this timeline of the videos we just played, is where she gets into her, like, karma era, okay? So that's where we're headed. There was this JoJo single called Choose Your Fighter. Music fans were saying that JoJo was trying to take credit for a song she didn't write. And she went on TikTok instructing her fans to listen for a whispered ad-lib in the song targeted at one of her exes, which it turned out to be targeted at Avery Cyrus because she wasn't supposed to say anything legally, but she could, I guess, in a song. And the lyric was, some of my exes are no one, some of my exes have fame, followed by JoJo whispering, you're welcome. Which is like basically her saying Avery Cyrus used her for clout.
Yeah. Did she not write the song that she put that in?
No.
That's hilarious. Does she write any of her songs?
Maybe.
She doesn't strike me as musical talent.
No, she doesn't, does she? Let me see about this.
Can we watch the music video? It'll fuel my hatred for
Yes,
JoJo.
yes. Let's do it. Oh my god. Oh, okay. This is a cover.
Oh, really?
I was gonna say this song is too good to be hers.
Yeah, it is.
Let's listen to the original.
So her single wasn't even her own song, like, at all.
No,
It
but
was a
on
cover.
that video, she doesn't even have like the original version like linked or the
Yeah.
credits in the description or anything. This is so
A lot
much better.
Yeah.
That is why JoJo got shade for that reel, because she played the Emmeline version.
Oh my
of it,
God.
And then she whispered, "You're welcome," over the Emmeline version of it, and then said that was her song.
Wow. Because she's not even, like, I don't think she's even a good musician, which is why she's having to. I hope Emmeline got paid well for that.
She better have, because that song is really... That's
actually not a bad
that's a good
song.
song.
Yeah.
I feel like JoJo Siwa, honestly, like, what a disgrace to it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Must have been good money, I gotta say, to let your song be ruined like that. Also, that video is interesting.
I don't understand, like, the teddy bears.
Yeah, the teddy
Do
bears,
you?
the mirrors.
Let me
It's
see.
like, I think she's just trying so hard to be, like, edgy in this era.
It just doesn't... It's more like random edgy,
Yeah.
like haunted child edgy.
Yeah.
I guess the teddy bear was like a motif symbolizing her transition from like child star to adult artist.
A teddy bear?
A teddy bear. Oh my god, she's like literally dressed up in bears. And here's the arm tattoo of the teddy bear with wings that she got. That's
Is that
a
a
real
real
one
tattoo?
too. Look, it's red. Yes, it's a real one. Oh, that's horrible.
That is really, it's
Oh
bad.
no.
A memento for this awful era of music.
It's pretty atrocious.
It's bad.
So then she got cast as a judge on season 18 of So You Think You Can Dance. And that's when she started dating again. So she first, as a judge, was spotted kissing the contestant Madison Alvarado. And then shortly after, she started dating the season's runner-up, Tia Wilson.
Okay.
And JoJo and T left their respective partners for each other. So they like cheated for
Wow.
each other. And then in 2024, which was around the same time that she released Karma, she had a relationship with 18-year-old Dakayla Wilson, who was also a runner-up on So You Think You Can Dance on the season where JoJo served as a judge. So she dated 3 girls from the season where she was a judge on So You Think You Can Dance.
Wow.
JoJo said that they were discussing having babies together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 girls from that one show.
Here's her on her 21st birthday, again at Disney World.
She must really have a thing for Disney World, huh?
I think she must. But I want to get on to like more recent things. What happened with Kath? Karma came out, and it was horrible. And I remember that moment extremely clearly. It was horrible.
It's an awful song, I gotta
It's
say.
awful. It's awful.
I've actually listened to it multiple times in my life because it's so bad and I enjoy it. Like, it's one of the worst songs, actually.
To exist, and it was just very hypersexualized, and it just didn't feel like her outfit and everything was absolutely insane, and the dance moves didn't make any sense. And apparently, when she went on tour, she literally drank a bottle of Tito's vodka mid performance. But you know
Really?
what? New York City booed her.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. At her tour.
Her tour.
Also, JoJo and her mom hosted a show called Dance Pop Revolution, and it came out around this time also that they forced a child to perform with a maxi pad taped over her bleeding belly button post spinal surgery. They paid
What
them.
now?
I know, it's horrible. And the fact that they like forced her to with a maxi pad, like if you need a maxi pad because your belly button
You're
is
bleeding a
bleeding
lot.
so bad after spinal surgery,
No.
you need to just not do that. And they also had the children's mothers scrub the toilets in the Siwa family home for $20 an hour.
Holy crap.
I know. It's shocking. So then
They need to sue.
they do need to sue. Sue, sue, sue. As Tabitha and I like to talk about on our podcast, there's 2 words that will free you in life from people like this. And it is demand
Demand
letter.
letter.
Demand letter. That's what you got to do, okay? These people who are involved in this situation. Maybe, hopefully they already got that taken care of. Okay, so then we enter the Kath Ebbs era. And this is where things get really spicy, okay? So you obviously know who G-Flip is.
Yes.
So G-Flip introduced JoJo and Kath Ebbs. Kath Ebbs is an actress, and they met in Los Angeles, not Disney World.
Refreshing.
Refreshing, right? The way people found out they were a couple was they went viral on social media because Kath uploaded like snaps and a video titled "Things My Girlfriend Packed in Case of a Fire Evacuation During the LA Wildfires" because JoJo brought her music video outfits as essential items to save.
Okay, I thought it was her bow collection.
Her what?
Her bow collection.
Her JoJo said that she was completely head over heels for Kath, and like joke threatens she might move to Australia to be with her. Which if I was Kath, I'd be terrified of that.
That's quick.
Yeah.
And also, like, you're like, what, number 6?
Six,
Number 7?
I mean, compared, like, I don't even think we know
Within,
about
like, a
all the
couple
girls
years?
she cheated with. Yeah. So, okay, so JoJo announces a summer 2025 tour after that called Jojo Siwa Live. And she released a dream guest VIP ticket option that cost $900 before fees. So it essentially, and you know what's so funny?
Huh.
So part of the dream guest VIP package was helping her crew set up the stage.
Wow. Oh my God. She's like really loves forced labor, doesn't she?
Something about Jojo Siwa and labor abuse. I feel like she was maybe exploited so much as a child. She's like, now let me get my healing by pouring this on everybody else.
Dance.
She's like, it's my turn to be the one in power. This is like, you know, maybe that's her thing. I don't know.
It's that dominatrix side that she's trying to try.
The Dom Femme side.
Yeah,
Is that
shade
it?
to Dom Femmes, but just the context of
Jojo
Jojo
Siwa.
is...
No. So then she appears on a season of Celebrity Big Brother. And on that season, there was a housemate named Mickey Rourke. And he was making comments to JoJo, like, he can tie her up and make her not gay anymore, and was, like, using homophobic
Also, I
slurs
know
at
who
her.
that is, and that's gross, because he's, like, old as fuck. And I think he has, like, bad surgery.
Ew.
You should look him up. Look
Really?
up a
Let me
picture of this
see.
guy. That's really gross.
Oh my god, that is horrible. Oh, that is so bad. Well, anyways, don't worry, because he got kicked off the show for it. And Kath, during this time, you remember Kath, they were dating. She went on social media and was just like fiercely defending JoJo against whatever Rourke was saying. But then that whole time she was making the videos defending JoJo and speaking up for JoJo, she did not know that JoJo was sleeping in Chris Hughes' bed. And Chris Hughes was like kissing her on the forehead and stuff during live streams. So yeah, I mean, Chris Hughes was 32, British. Her partner, Kath Ebbs, is watching this play out on live television at home.
Oh my god.
And JoJo is giving like massages and sharing a bed with Chris Hughes. And she even was like announcing on camera that she realized she isn't a lesbian. She's actually just queer.
Okay.
And that she told her drag queen housemate that she's switching letters from the L to the Q.
Okay.
And then she says,
Good. I don't want her.
I don't want her either. Get out of the L. Anyways, she said that she was passing secret written messages to Chris regarding her confusion over her gender identity, and thinking also like she was feeling an affinity with the non-binary community at that time. Like, she was not telling Kath any of this.
No.
Ever. Even before this show. This might have been a thing you might want to tell your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I might be non-binary.
Yeah.
I might be queer and not
Well,
lesbian.
that's something maybe explore with your, share with your partner.
Not this new British dude on
random
TV.
guy that you're sleeping in his bed with him.
Literally. Okay, so Kath Ebbs then flew on a 24-hour flight across the world from Australia to London for the Big Brother finale. And within 1 hour of arriving at the after party of the show, JoJo dumped Kath in public.
In public.
With Chris Hughes standing in the next room.
Oh my god.
Saying that there was confusing feelings. Kath filmed a 13-minute TikTok rant that said JoJo was like an intense love bomber who constantly talked about marriage, and left pre-recorded like good morning, I love you videos for Kath to watch every single day while JoJo was away filming.
Wow.
JoJo's team told Kath to delete the 13-minute explanation video. And then JoJo went on a string of 83 podcasts and morning shows to defend herself against what Kath said.
Oh my
83
gosh.
podcasts. On Good Morning Britain, JoJo said that she hadn't planned to dump Kath at the after party, but Kath kept aggressively asking, like, are you happy? Are you happy? And Kath said the scene was a complete fabrication by JoJo's PR to paint JoJo as the victim. And JoJo tried to blame the breakup on the fact that Kath didn't explicitly write the words, I love you, on a letter sent into the house. JoJo kept complaining because Kath demanded JoJo buy them a business class flight home to Australia after the split, since she flew all of that way for nothing. Like within 1 hour, JoJo broke up with her, so that entire, like, it's a long flight.
It's a long flight. Also, you couldn't have done it before she left Australia.
Literally. Like, oh my gosh.
Make them go on a 24, 25-hour flight?
Yep. And so critics were basically, and I am too, on the side of defending Kath, because like buying somebody, you just humiliated them, and it's an international trip. And like you could have broken up. First of all, JoJo's very rich.
Yeah.
Second of all, Jojo could have broken up with them before they left Australia, like you said.
I feel like it's honestly the least you could do.
The
is
least.
Like, get them
bare
back
minimum.
to Australia.
Bare minimum. Especially when
They would come
Jojo
to
was
visit
so
you.
well off. So then, and this is where I am also still very frustrated. I'm very hung up on this. Okay, so she claimed that identifying as a lesbian had boxed her in, and that sexuality is fluid for everyone. But then everybody was saying that she had just fueled very harmful stereotypes that lesbians just haven't found the right man yet, you know? And so she kind of like accidentally or purposely, I don't know, but kind of perpetuated this myth that's always been around that lesbians, if they find the right man, can, you know, change.
And that's fine if that's her journey, but like, don't speak for everybody.
Don't speak for everybody. And also, like, I think the phrasing of it definitely was not very self-aware of the way it would affect the lesbian community, and aren't correct. Like the myth, you know?
Yeah.
Which is that, like, lesbians will change if they have the right man. And then Jojo, the timing was awful, like, as far as the juxtaposition of those things.
People watching that show, too. Are
Right.
Like,
After Big Brother, Jojo hard launched her relationship with Chris Hughes and called him her boy. Apparently, they're still together.
they're still together
Yeah.
now.
So Jojo, so now we're into late 2025. Jojo had another U.S. tour scheduled, but she decided she was going to cancel it. And official statement said it was a postponement, but online rumors are thinking that she and Chris Hughes are going to start a reality TV series about their new relationship, which honestly, I can totally see them doing.
I mean, it sounds like that.
And I don't say that in a good way.
No, but it sounds like if he's a reality TV person and JoJo loves the spotlight, like, why wouldn't they try to get a reality TV show?
It just makes sense, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like more people will like hate watch it than actually enjoy it.
Exactly. But maybe that's like a smart business move for them, the hate watching, honestly. This is where she switched from the Karma era that she had, where it was all goth inspired, to, have you seen the pictures of her as like a vintage 1950s trad wife?
I've heard one awful clip that made its rounds on the internet.
With the blonde
the
hair.
Betty Davis eyes.
Yes,
clip.
Betty Davis eyes.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I've seen it.
The vocals.
The vocals were gross.
The vocals were honestly a heresy to that song. And I think even the original artist, has spoken out and said that it was very disappointing. Yeah, Kim Carnes herself said that JoJo basically directly copied her rather than putting a unique spin on the track. And I mean, it's very obvious when you listen to it that it way overuses auto-tune. And lots of
I don't think she's an actual like singer, though.
No. This is another time when she reinforced really bad stereotypes, because when I was kind of researching this episode I found multiple videos that said she was the perfect example of how when a lesbian finds the right man, they can like switch, make a positive change in their life from like an edgy lesbian to like straight.
JoJo,
and then,
what have you done to us?
She's really screwed over the lesbians. Tabitha is like so angrily whittling right now. This is really, well, because it's just enforcing everything
It's
bad
gross.
that everybody thinks about lesbians. It's so horrible. Anyways, so
Good riddance, JoJo. We don't want you.
and leave us alone. Leave the lesbians alone, okay? People started incorrectly claiming that JoJo had disavowed being gay and now is like trying to be this perfectly feminine, like embracing her feminine side, and it just shows that, you know, finding the right man, and you know, there's some hope for our generation. If JoJo Siwa could go from what she was to this, there's finally some hope in our generation. The right-wing media had a field day with this and was basically saying that she'd been like saved, quit being gay. Then JoJo tried to pull a Zara Larsson, okay?
Oh no, how so?
Well, Zara Larsson, first of all, is amazing. You know, Zara Larsson had that meme about her with the dolphins and symphony, and now it's her whole aesthetic. JoJo tried to do the same thing. People were making fun of her Betty Davis eyes song for being so raspy, so she, and I have not watched this yet, we're about to watch it together. She made a song titled Raspy.
Like, this is since Chris Hughes. This is new.
This is new.
New JoJo.
Yes, here we go. Sorry.
Happens when I'm happy, I get
Oh my god,
That's what happens when she's happy. She gets raspy.
this is like when the popular kids think they're gonna win the school talent contest but come in sixth.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this is the thing. People were saying that she had basically ripped off this Mad Psy song called Bite.
Okay, let's hear that.
That's the same. Holy shit.
The same.
Oh my god. That is the same.
Also, he's fun.
He is fun. You know what? I'm gonna have to listen to his music. He's great. I love Mad Sai now. Great job, Mad Sai. You just gained a new fan. And also, I wish you guys could have seen my face through that whole thing because it was just pure shock at how close it was to JoJo's. Mad Sai saw this and publicly slammed JoJo for promoting a Temu version of his music, which honestly, accurate. Accurate. It's like the exact same beat. It's the exact same tune.
Yeah, it's so close. And then JoJo's is just bad lyrics. And
so bad. And it's all about her, too. So it's just, like, weird.
She's like a narcissist.
I agree with this assessment of she's definitely crossed the line from, like, misunderstood kid to being a pure narcissist.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like earlier on you can give her some, like, I was able to give her more grace because I'm like, okay, maybe she's just really young. But now there's, like, no excuse.
The other thing is, too, like, she is not hurting for resources if she wanted to genuinely, like, go to therapy and, like, heal from her child star era. But I don't know. I feel like even with her whole, like, ponytail thing, like, she still wears the ponytail. Like, it's like she can't snap out of it.
Who is, like, her primary fan base? Like, can you, like, see who actually likes her?
This cannot be right. She tries to appeal towards, like, pop and queer culture.
Most people, like, I know are, like, think she's more like a kind of a joke.
She has 45 million followers across TikTok and YouTube. Okay, they call themselves Siwa-nators.
That's her fan name?
That's her fan base, the Siwa-nators. There were apparently polls that show that she's been even more of a household name since she came out as queer. Jojo Siwa stopped her concert in Glasgow because the teenagers who came to her show had a picture of an egg with a bow on there.
And she stopped the show?
And she stopped the show and kicked them out.
That's a little fragile ego.
That is very fragile ego.
They paid to be there.
They did pay to be there.
And they weren't, like, disrupting the show. It was just a sweatshirt?
It was just a sweatshirt.
Can I say she's, like, one of my most, like, unliked celebrities?
I agree.
That
I totally, but the thing is, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I think she's really low on my list, especially because she's done nothing but put the lesbian community eons backwards, especially in the right-wing mind.
Like, genuinely, I would pay to not meet her.
Me too. JoJo seems to operate in extremes. She decided to go to the other side, which is like vintage trad wife, to see what that would be like.
Yeah.
So
she might just be following, like, what she thinks is going to keep her name in the news.
And honestly, she did a good job of that because her name is still in the news. She started a premium TikTok subscription community, so you pay $10 a month for exclusive chats and Q&As. But she's a multimillionaire, so $10 a month is like... People are like, oh, it's a cash grab. And I kind of agree, honestly.
Yeah, if you're paying for that, I'm sorry.
The whole thing is insane, isn't it?
It's insane.
Well, do you have any professional lesbian comments on this whole situation?
Yeah, don't be like JoJo. Don't be like JoJo. If you want to hear bad music, you can go listen to Karma's a Bitch. Her song, It Will Haunt You. Just stay away. Stay away from JoJo Siwa. She's bad news. I don't care if she hears this.
I don't care.
I don't care if her legal team sends us a letter. Well, guess what? Karma's a bitch, JoJo.
It is.
We have a letter coming right back.
To my fellow lesbians out there, we have a lot of damage control to do now because of this. I honestly, though, I think my hot take is that JoJo lives for this.
I think she does, too.
She loves shocking people. She loves stirring up drama. I think she loves the attention, whether it's good or negative. If you want Tabitha to come back, if you like these unscripted episodes, give us a rating. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this. Do you feel like we were too harsh on her? Maybe we were too harsh, but also...
I'll be nicer next time if you want.
You can comment on this whole thing and come back next time for more awful things. Tell us what we should talk about next. We love doing this. It's really fun and it's a nice refreshing break from my scripted episodes. So bye.